Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are watching this. Viewers, you are most welcome. It is BNI TV Africa, and it's another episode of my BNI story. My name is Sharon Tumusime. I'm a member of BNI, and I have the honor to be your host today. And in today's show, we have an exciting interview. We're going to have an amazing lady that will be speaking to us. She is a doctor. We're going to have an opportunity to listen to her story. So if you have not yet heard about a doctor, a soft skills doctor, today you have an opportunity to hear her amazing story. So welcome, Dr. Jen. You are most welcome to BNI TV Africa to share your BNI story. How are you?
Yes, I'm very fine. Thank you, Sharon. I'm very delighted to be here. I'm very excited and looking forward to this interview.
Yes, and you are a member of BNI. What chapter are you a member of?
I'm a proud member of the Sunrise chapter of the Uganda BNI.
BNI Uganda. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And Dr. Jen, like I told you, is a soft skills doctor, and we're going to find out what that means. What does it actually mean? I don't want to be the one who will explain this. Just know she's a soft skills doctor, and everything's soft skills. She treats that. The deficiencies, that is her role. That's what she's doing now. But she's also a real doctor, a real medical doctor, isn't it, Dr. Jen?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a trained, qualified, experienced medical doctor.
Yes.
I spent an entire career of over 40 years in health research. And when I retired, I changed gears.
Yes.
And went into soft skills training.
Soft skills training. All right. So soft skills doctor, tell us what that is all about. Since you left that and now you've moved into this, it's an area that is new, although soft skills are very important in life, but it's something we don't intentionally develop. So just tell us a little bit about soft skills. What are they? What are they for? Really? Yes.
So soft skills are actually one of the most important skills that we all need. It's those abilities that help you to work properly in relationships, interpersonal skills. They help you to ground yourself, self-management, self-leadership, self-awareness, but they also help you to be an efficient worker. Communication skills, time management, emotional intelligence, problem solving.
Yeah.
But they are also very important for our general life.
Yeah.
How to manage your habits, how to manage your behaviors, how to relate as a family member. So they are those skills that are needed by everyone.
By everybody.
At every age. In every sector, in every discipline, in every endeavor.
Yes.
They are an all-round skills which everyone needs.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's not something that you can say, I don't need soft skills because I do this job.
No, if you say that, it's because you don't know.
You don't.
It's
That's
not
very
because
true.
you don't need.
Yes.
It's because you don't know.
You're unaware of your needs.
You are unaware of that particular need.
In that specific area. All right. Okay. That's very interesting that you need soft skills in every single sphere of your life.
Right now, what we are using is a soft skill. Being able to communicate, to express yourself, to use your non-verbal communications, to have eye good contact, to attract people's attention. All those are soft.
That's all in the area of soft skills.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
And this soft skills training, if I should say, is it soft skills training or development?
It's development through training.
It's development through training. All right.
Yes,
interesting. Interesting. You run it under a business. It's something you do formally.
Yes.
It's not something you do as a retirement project, something.
No.
It's a registered business that is a member of the Business Network International.
Yes.
And this business is called Route. Is it Route or Route?
Route.
Route. All right. So tell us a little bit about Route.
Yes. So Route stands for Rounding Up the Edges International. If you can just imagine a ball,
okay,
and it has these rough edges, what we do is trying to smoothen people up so that they become all round.
Yes.
We assume that they already have the core.
Yeah.
Maybe their education, maybe what they get from society, what they get from their families. But this roughness around the edges is what we try to smoothing. So the problem comes from several factors.
Yes.
One of them is that the education system.
Yeah.
And it's only of late that the education system, even in the developed world, have started to pick up these skills and make them part of their curriculum. But particularly here in Africa, there's no, if you are in education, they will teach you some. If you are in one area, they will teach you some. But to have a comprehensive curriculum which focuses on teaching people soft skills, you don't find it in the education system. So that gap already exists, that people graduate or they finish vocational school or they come out from wherever they have got their education, they have their knowledge, they have their technical and professional skills, but they have not been taught soft skills. So that's where it also comes from. Then the next one is, you would imagine that you can acquire them through life.
Yes.
But you know how life teaches. It teaches you, it gives you the exam, and then so many of people
you first sit the exam. Yes, you first make mistakes.
After they have made mistakes.
Yes. Yeah.
And learning through mistakes is
the
very,
worst.
very hard.
It's the worst. Yeah.
But people will learn how to be emotionally stable after they have lost a relationship and then they have gone through all sorts. So what I want is that people can learn these things early in life, but also learn them without scars.
Yes.
Because I personally have scars from not having been taught them formally.
Yes.
You acquire some of them, but really with pain.
With pain.
And in addition, what you acquire and what I acquire may not resemble each other. So we might all be thinking we now have good communication skills. Your type is different than mine. Your understanding is different than mine, depending on how you learn them through life. And then a third area where they are also deficient is that many businesses actually, if they think of skilling their people, they think of more technical skills.
Yes.
More hard skills.
Yeah, the one which will bring in the money.
Yes, they think that's what brings in the money.
Exactly.
They don't actually realize that the soft skills are the ones
have
which
the ability
drain
to
away the money first before they bring
yes, that
in.
if you leverage on a good person with good soft skills, they're able to bring you a lot more actually.
And if you improve their soft skills, they can become more productive, they can attract more clients.
The way they deal with your client, the client will come back.
Yes.
Just by the way they dealt with them because they improved their communication.
Yes, so that's one area also of deficiency. That actually people don't realize that investing in them is an investment, not an expenditure.
Yes.
Many people tell me that, Doctor,
Training.
I don't have this money. I can't spend this type of money. It's not an expenditure. It's an investment. It's an investment
in the business. Yes.
So there are many
the same way you
areas,
do marketing or whatever.
The same way you do marketing.
There should be a budget
There should be a budget for soft skills development, specific. Otherwise,
yes, because usually we just say training and development, and then we focus on, like you said, the technical.
Yes.
And when we see this one, we're like, no, they should be able to watch a YouTube video and get it.
Yes.
Do you have a story, maybe before we get further, when you had to learn the hard way?
When I had to learn the hard way.
Yes.
I have many stories.
Just give us one so that we can just. Yes.
So when I lived in Geneva, in Switzerland. Obviously, you are a different color. You are a different culture. You are different. And at first, before I became emotionally intelligent, I would react to every suspicious ratio. Until I realized, no, I'm a proud African. I can walk with my head up. I am on the same level as everybody else. If anything, sometimes I even excel better than them. You have no idea what that meant to me. I calmed down, I gave it my best, and I excelled at whatever I did.
And you were able to build better relationships as a result. Yes. Instead of being suspicious of everyone.
Yes, until you get that emotional awareness. And then realize that it's okay. You're good, you're perfect, you're capable, you are able, you are more than able. But to get that awareness and to get that emotional stability and to get that self-confidence, comes with time.
With time.
But if I had had a mentor, somebody who was mentoring me in soft skills,
Intentionally, yes.
intentionally, it would have not even been a problem.
An issue.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm sure there are so many people in their work, then you stop comparing yourself with others because you realize that
Yes.
I'm complete.
Yeah.
I'm full. I have what is different than others,
Yeah.
and I can make my best contribution.
Yes.
Then once you break that shell, the sky
You're
is
ready
the
to
limit.
fly.
Even the sky is
Yeah.
not the limit. But to break that, to become that emotionally
Mm.
learned,
Yes.
takes time.
Takes time.
Yeah, took me
Yes.
time.
It took you time.
But now I want to develop young people so
To
that they are-
intentionally be aware from the
Yes,
get-go.
Yes, from
Yeah.
the get-go. It
Yes.
doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter your height. It doesn't matter your color complexion. You can be the best you can.
Yeah, you can do all things.
You can do all things.
Yes, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, we want to get into your story, yeah, because people are always saying, like in BNI, we like to intentionally refer each other for business.
Yes.
We get into this space so that we can grow our networks, build relationships, and then by building those relationships, end up getting referrals for one another.
Yes.
That's what BNI is all about, Business Network International. So in your experience, because there are services in BNI and products that are easier to sell.
Yes.
And then there are those that
A
are a
number
bit
of times I
harder
have
to
wished I
sell.
could sell yogurt.
For example, yes, it's obvious, it's there,
Yes,
and it's in
yogurt
your
is
face.
yogurt.
But this one is not. It's not that thing. First of all, you say people don't see the value already.
people
Yes,
don't see the
yeah, because it's only when they see the value that they want to
Yeah.
pay for a service. So
Yes.
I wanted us to tell us a little bit about your journey in BNI. How has your business benefited from BNI, even with it falling in the category of the harder to sell? Yes, the harder to sell because there's a lot of education before someone actually buys into what you're doing. Yes. The
So,
benefits that you've enjoyed.
I'm not actually very old in BNI.
All right.
I'm only 1 year old.
Wow.
I just
Yes.
recently renewed for 2 years.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, you paid. Wow, that is a celebration. You did a 2-year renewal.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So when I joined, obviously I'm in the older age group. Everybody's in my chapter is young, and at first I was wondering, how is this
Bit
going
skeptical.
to work?
Yeah.
And I could see it in my chapter members' eyes that they were also saying,
Those chapter members.
they are here.
All right.
I could see that
Yeah.
everybody was asking, how is this going to work?
Yes.
You know. And now even some refer to me as Auntie Jane.
Yeah.
No. So there is this dynamics, which is
Yes.
perfectly fine with
For
me.
you. Yeah.
Then I found out that actually that's just on the surface. That deep inside, it's very accepting. These differences don't actually matter. But also I found that I am learning so much.
Wow.
Every day, every time we have a meeting, every one-to-one I hold with somebody, every referral I give, every referral I receive, every service I do, I'm learning and learning and learning. And for me, that just shows that BNI, you don't have to be a particular age.
Yeah.
As long as you have a niche, and as long as you are ready to learn, you are ready to share,
Yeah.
your heart is not just focusing on what can I get, what can I get. You are focusing on what can I give, what can I give.
Yes.
There's no barrier.
Yeah.
So that put my heart
At peace.
at peace.
Yes.
And I have been at peace.
Yeah.
in
And put you in a
BNI.
better position to receive a lot more now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And to give as well.
As give as well. Yes.
But obviously with a complicated and not well understood field like this, I have been encouraging BNI members to experiment with me. And I call it test and see.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Give us a training of your own team. Maybe once you understand what we do and how we do it, it will be much easier for you to what?
To refer us then. Yes, that's a very brilliant way of doing it. Yes.
So I have been really, really trying to fish, but with a purpose, a strategic purpose that you test and see. because this is not something you can just describe in words.
No.
Yes, yes.
Some it's
So
to
I
be
have-
lived out,
yes.
really. Yeah.
So I have been engaging a lot and helping internally some of our companies who are in BNI, particularly in Sunrise. And that by itself has been the biggest promoter for me,
Yes.
much more than what I can say,
Ah.
because people whom I have trained for, it's like a conversion.
Mm.
Then they are the ones who tell the
Then
others.
go ahead and spread the gospel.
Yeah, they
Yes.
go out and spread the gospel.
Yes. Yeah. All right. You mentioned an interesting story about one of the members that you sat with, who helped you in strategy and things like those. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yes,
Yeah.
because I'm not wired the strategic thing.
Yes.
Then I realized, without a strategic plan,
Yes.
where am I heading?
Yeah.
And then I know a guy.
Yeah. You know a guy. Yes.
He's one of our
Yeah.
of our members. So I sat down with him and we described what I needed. And he said, I know what you need.
Wow.
And believe it or not, he engaged us in a process for like 3 months with my whole team. We would meet with him every Tuesday morning. It would spill over into the afternoon. But we have come out with a strategic plan, which every team member
Yes.
has been involved in developing.
Wow.
I don't have to tell them the strategic plan because we all developed
You developed it together.
And what is so special, this guy has offered to accompany us along the journey. So we've made a 1-year soft retainer
Okay.
for him to be guiding us, because most strategic plans, it's not just the paper.
No.
It's the implementation.
That's the tougher part now.
That's the tough part.
Yeah.
So he has offered to
Walk
to
the
guide
journey with
us,
you.
at
Wow.
least for a year.
And that's an amazing benefit, because what
It's
it's going to do for the business is even a lot more probably than that one
Already
referral might
our
have done.
thinking
Yeah.
is completely different.
Yes,
Our
yes.
thinking is completely
Yes. So the way you position yourself and go out
Yes,
there is going to
yes.
change greatly.
Yes.
Ah, all right. Yes, that's quite interesting. BNI has a wealth of resources, and you've mentioned that you've been learning a lot from them. Have you been able to tap into some of the BNI resources directly that you've learned from? Have you attended conferences, conventions, gone on the portal? Which spaces have you been learning?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I have learned. I have tried every source.
Really?
So the university, the BNI University,
Their business builder platform.
I'm a permanent resident in that university.
Yes.
I keep learning, because what I learned there is actually what I use to teach.
Really?
Yes, communication skills, they're all in the BNI University. So for me,
you add that to the curriculum?
I add that to how I present the curriculum.
Ah.
So for me, it's not just learning for my own development,
Okay.
but also it shapes the way I
deliver yes.
the trainings.
Wow.
I have been to many of the seminars. Every time I might miss a few,
Yes.
but if you look around the training room, you're
You
likely to catch
find you
me,
there.
to catch
Yes.
me there.
Yes.
So I take advantage of those. I participated in the East African Convention, my first one.
Yes,
and
yes,
that
at
was
Munyonyo last year.
amazing.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, to
Yes.
be able to learn from others in the region,
region.
to interact with people in the region. The educational program, the presentations were so amazing.
So you made connections at the East African Convention?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And believe it or not, I dared attend the global convention
Oh.
in Madrid. I was
yes,
not sure
yes.
how it was going to go.
Yes.
But I said, you know what?
Had you renewed your membership by then?
No.
Not yet.
No. I said, you know what?
Exciting, yes.
Let me dive right in and
see what this is all about. Yes.
Fortunately, I found a group of others from Uganda.
Yes.
But it didn't matter which country you came from.
Yes.
That convention, everybody is out there for everyone.
For everybody. Yes. Yeah.
And the talks and the sharing and the learning
Yes.
was so intense. intense.
Yes.
So intense.
Is that where you got your addiction for AI? Now I hear.
Yes.
You're telling me about your AI adventures.
No, I mean, come on. We sat there being told repeatedly,
Yes.
any business which is being left behind
Yes.
by AI is going to be left behind.
Yes.
It was like the running theme.
Or during, yes.
Business people wake up. Business people, and I woke up.
Yes. Yeah.
So now in my team, there's someone we are actually encouraging to learn.
Okay.
Me, myself, now, I think I'm ahead of many people.
Ahead of many people.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've decided that you can't be on the edge of skills when you yourself, you are using archaic
Yes.
approaches
to doing it.
and the speed that it adds to your work. It's amazing. So, but that was from the Madrid convention.
Yes.
I came back converted.
Converted.
I came back converted.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow. Your
yes.
story is amazing
Yes.
of how your business has transformed
Yes.
since you joined. It's like a
Yes.
whole other thing now.
It's a whole other thing.
I'm sure the first day you entered, AI was not on the radar of Route.
Neither was it on your radar.
But now here we are, yeah?
But now here we are.
Yes.
You know, we can make our own videos.
Wow.
We can do our own things, you know. And now we've also shifted a lot because traditionally here, the way people train and teach and what is you lecture to them or you present to them.
Yes.
And all they do is receive. But now we've moved into learner-centered training. Learner-centered training is when you're actually, you are the facilitator. You engage the learners all the time. So we just kind of returned from a training program last week
Okay.
by an Australian group whom we have worked with for some time, who are now helping us to change the way the
You
delivery
conduct, yes.
method. And that is fantastic.
And it's changing a lot.
It's changing
Wow.
a lot. And once you get into this learner-centered training and
Yes.
facilitation, you don't want to go back to lecturing because lecturing just
It goes over people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it goes
You
over.
lose a lot more from the
Yes.
bucket as you go.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dr. Jane, people are here. I've had some people saying you're an author. Just tell us a little bit about your book, the title. Is it currently your favorite book in the world, or there's another book you like
actually,
in addition?
just recently
Yes.
published a new one,
A second one.
a second one.
Okay. So you
And
have two books out.
I have two books out.
Okay.
So the most recent one, which actually the most relevant maybe for this conversation, is called The Fundamental Soft Skills for Personal, Business and Professional Success.
That's the latest
That's
release.
the latest.
Wow.
Brand new.
Fundamental soft skills for personal
12
business and
Personal, business and professional success.
professional success. Wow.
It was not an easy
I
type
can
of
imagine.
job,
Yeah.
but I put in
It's
the
different from your
hours.
first one, which is a biography.
Because my first one was a biography.
Yes.
There you are writing from the heart, from your
Yes.
emotions, from your memory, from, you know.
Yes.
But here I had to do research, I had to learn, I had to explore, I had to give. It's really a fantastic book.
It's a good one.
Right now it's only on Amazon.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the hard copies to
Okay.
start circulating. I'm looking at people who can help with making it an audio book,
Okay.
people who can make it so that people can read it on tablets and what
Yes.
else,
Yeah.
but also people who can translate it in different languages,
Different languages.
so that it's able to make
More a bigger journey really out there.
a bigger journey right
Yes.
out there.
Yes.
So that's what I'm most proud of recently.
Yes. So the
Except, of
12
course, none of
fundamental skills, soft skills for business,
for personal, business and professional
professional.
success.
So it's currently on Amazon,
It's currently
but
on
coming
Amazon,
soon to a
but-
bookstore near you.
Yes, coming
Yes.
soon to a bookstore
Near you as well as on audio.
Yes.
All right.
Then, of course, I have my 10-year-old autobiography, which
Yes.
I published in 2013. It's been making its rounds.
Yes.
I think so far we are at more than 7,000 copies
Wow.
sold. And every day somebody buys a copy, buys
There's
two
somebody
copies,
buying.
buys 3 copies. It was once the most popular book bought at Entebbe Airport. I
Really?
won that prize for them. So it's just a story.
It's just a
of my
beautiful
life.
story.
It's just,
Yes, yeah. It's a nice story. It's a
From
nice story.
from what they call it, from ashes to grace, or from barefoot.
That is exciting. That is exciting. So is there another book apart from yours, of course, because now we're looking forward to that one of the 12 fundamentals of skills.
Yes.
Any other book, a quote, a poem, something that inspires you that you could just leave with the viewers?
So for me, now I don't read so much fiction anymore. I read people's stories.
Stories, yes.
And I love reading people's stories. When I read Barack Obama's two books, the first ones he wrote, I was, oh my God. And then, of course, when you read people like Mandela, you just see that you can come from a 25-year-old jail,
Imagine.
and still make
it and have a massive impact.
So my encouragement to people is, even if you're a fiction lover, read some fiction, but once in a while, read somebody else's story.
There's a lot to learn.
Yes, there's a lot to learn. And nowadays, there are so many Africans who are writing their stories.
Oh, yes.
If you're African, read people's stories. And, So really, I think that a good balance of just fiction and fun, but also learning from other people's experiences and stories would be a fantastic message for me to leave.
All right, that is exciting. And I wouldn't like to leave without giving you an opportunity to put in an ask. What is your ask today? Yes.
So my ask today is that if you are a business owner, don't assume that your people have the soft skills they need. It's wrong, and because you don't know. Let's talk.
Yes.
Invite us to your people. You will see that in like 15 minutes we can unearth problems which you have been sitting on quietly. But they can come out and we can find a way of skilling them so that they can overcome these problems. If you are a secondary school owner, because the earlier we can start with this, the better.
Yes.
So secondary school owners, secondary school managers, let us come to your schools and we start early. University heads, because if you want a graduate to come out when they are all rounded with a good degree, strong academic knowledge, but the soft skills they need to start off in life, you will have given them a better start in life. And if you are a professional and you want to improve yourself, there's no better way than adding soft skills to what you have already. Quite a lot of ask, but those are our targets.
I think they're very clear. The business owner, a school owner, as well as a professional out there that just wants to improve themselves personal. Personal development is an ongoing thing.
It's an ongoing
thing. Yes, and that's one of the areas. All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Jen. It's been amazing talking to you. So that's all we had time for today. Thank you very much. I'm your host, Sharon Tumusime. This is BNI TV Africa, and you have been listening to My BNI Story. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.